The Young and the Restless spoilers Wednesday, September 24th. Billy's two obstacles. Michael hits risky roadblock. The Young and the Restless Y&R spoilers for Wednesday, September 24th, reveal that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will face two payback obstacles while Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, hits a risky roadblock. Some tense moments are coming up in Genoa City, so let's discuss all the hostility ahead. For starters, Billy will deal with a couple of hurdles when it comes to his vengeful Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, plans. Those two hurdles will be Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, since they'll try to stop Billy from spiraling out of control. When Billy gets in payback mode, he tends to make impulsive, dangerous moves. That's why Diane and Jack will work to dial Billy down on Wednesday's show and push him to be smarter about all this. Of course, Billy may get frustrated if he feels like Jack and Diane are standing in his way. It's clear that Billy has totally turned against Kane at this point, so he may vow to take Kane down himself if Jack won't help. However, Jack will have a few tricks in store for Kane in the coming episodes. One of those could involve an alliance with Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, but Billy may not be too happy about that plan. In the meantime, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will continue to let Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, get under his skin. As they hurl more insults and threats, the conflict between Audra and Kyle will really boil over. Other Y&R spoilers say Michael will find himself backed into a difficult corner. That's because Lauren Fenmore Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman, will confront Michael with her suspicions and push for the truth about whether Victor has dragged him back into trouble. It looks like Michael may be forced to admit he's indeed tangled up in a new Victor-related scheme. Michael accepted Kane's job offer and is now reporting back to Victor with any valuable intel he learns. Lauren will be furious over Michael's updates and will eventually decide to take drastic action. Could Lauren go as far as spilling all this news to Kane and blowing up Victor's sneaky plan in the process? The Young and the Restless spoilers say Lauren will make some messes for Michael at some point, so stay tuned. Wednesday in Genoa City is set to unravel like a chess match with high stakes, simmering tempers, and unexpected curveballs. The spotlight will be on Billy Abbott, who finds himself cornered by not one but two pressing obstacles, while Michael Baldwin takes a daring gamble that could either pay off brilliantly or cost him dearly. Billy's first obstacle. The battle within. Billy has always been a man torn between impulse and strategy. Wednesday opens with him pacing his Chancellor Winter's office, his phone buzzing with reminders of meetings he's already late for. But his mind isn't on numbers or mergers. It's on the growing rift with Jill and the fragile trust Lily has tentatively placed in him again. Jill has made it clear that she's wary of Billy's decisions and doesn't trust him to keep the company steady. Every time he thinks he's earned an ounce of confidence, she pulls it away like the rug under his feet. This has left Billy torn. Does he push forward with bold risks to prove himself as a visionary, or does he play it safe and let others run the show, sacrificing his own identity in the process? The first obstacle is clear. Self-doubt paired with Jill's scrutiny. It's a dangerous cocktail. His inner voice is telling him he's destined for failure, while outwardly he tries to wear the mask of composure. That contradiction will spill into every conversation he has on Wednesday, whether it's with Lily, Devon, or even Chelsea, who senses Billy's old reckless energy creeping back. Billy's second obstacle. A dangerous rivalry. As if battling his inner demons isn't enough, Billy's second obstacle arrives in the form of a flesh-and-blood rival. Devon, frustrated by what he perceives as Billy's recklessness, presses harder against him during a strategy session. Devon doesn't mince words. He doesn't believe Billy has what it takes to balance creativity with stability. The tension between them grows so thick that Lily is forced to step in, playing peacekeeper. But beneath Devon's frustration lies another problem. He's already hearing whispers that Tucker McCall may be plotting new schemes, ones that could destabilize Chancellor Winters again. Devon believes that Billy's lack of focus leaves the company exposed. This creates the second obstacle. Billy has to fight not only to prove himself against Jill's criticism but also to outmaneuver Devon's doubts in the middle of Tucker's looming shadow. The rivalries, family and business, press against Billy in equal measure. The result is a boiling point where one wrong decision could ignite a firestorm of roadblock. Meanwhile, across town, Michael Baldwin is once again knee-deep in legal peril. As Victor's trusted consigliere, Michael has taken on more than his fair share of ethically questionable tasks. But Wednesday's episode will push him into especially murky waters. Victor has asked Michael to dig deeper into an enemy's vulnerabilities. Possibly Adam's rivals at Newman Media or even Audra's camp. Michael knows the request skirts the boundaries of legality, But loyalty to Victor has always been his Achilles heel. He rationalizes that it's just research, but when he realizes he may need to cross into hacking territory or manipulating sealed records, the risk becomes monumental. Lauren senses the strain. She corners Michael at Crimson Lights, pressing him about what he's hiding. Michael brushes her off, but Lauren isn't fooled. She's been through too much with him to believe his half-smile assurances. The risky roadblock is clear. If Michael proceeds, he could lose his license or worse. But if he backs out, he risks disappointing Victor, a man who doesn't forgive easily. To make matters worse, Michael runs into Christine, who casually mentions she's keeping a close eye on certain unusual legal activities around town. It's enough to make Michael sweat, and enough to remind viewers that his brilliant career is always one misstep away from collapse. Intersecting storylines. The beauty of Genoa City is how lives overlap like tangled threads, and Wednesday is no exception. Billy's troubles at Chancellor Winters could inadvertently collide with Michael's roadblock if Victor sees Billy's weakness as an opportunity. Victor has never been above exploiting Billy's chaos, and Michael may be ordered to dig into company vulnerabilities as part of his research. Imagine the fireworks if Michael discovers Billy's insecurities and risky decisions, only to feed them back to Victor, who then uses them as leverage. It places both men, Billy and Michael, on shaky ground, their stories intertwining in ways that could tip the balance of power across multiple families. Emotional undercurrents. On a deeper level, Wednesday's spoilers aren't just about business and law, they're about family and loyalty. Billy longs for Jill's validation and Lily's belief in him. Michael wants to be both Victor's loyal confidant and Lauren's trustworthy husband. Both men are wrestling with identities split between worlds. One personal, one professional. Billy's two obstacles, his mother's criticism and Devon's rivalry, mirror Michael's dual pressures, Victor's demands and Lauren's fears. Each man is trapped between proving loyalty and preserving his own integrity. The cliffhanger build. As the episode races toward its final act, Billy makes a decision that shocks Lily. Instead of backing down, he doubles down on a bold business gamble, one that Devon sees as reckless. Lily is left torn. Does she stand by Billy's vision or protect the company's stability? Meanwhile, Michael finds himself alone in his office, staring at confidential files he was never meant to access. The choice looms: close the laptop and protect his career, or hit send and secure Victor's approval. His hand hovers, his face grim, as the screen flickers with incriminating information. The camera cuts between Billy, about to sign off on a risky move, and Michael, about to cross a legal line. Both men stand on the edge of dangerous choices. Spoiler takeaway. Wednesday's episode of The Young and the Restless sets the stage for explosive consequences. Billy's two obstacles, internal self-doubt magnified by Jill's criticism, and external rivalry with Devon under Tucker's shadow, threaten to unravel everything he's worked to build. At the same time, Michael's risky roadblock puts him at odds with his career, his wife, and his conscience, all while Victor watches closely. Viewers can expect rising tension, powerful confrontations, and decisions that will send shockwaves through Genoa City. After all, in this town, loyalty is never free, and every gamble comes with a price.